Anne Frank was a Jewish girl in World War II who went into hiding. Anne Frank and her family, Margot, Otto, and Edith, had to leave their home in Amsterdam. They went into hiding in an old office building. Anne described her journey in her beloved diary. Dear Kitty, so we walked in the pouring rain, Daddy, Mommy, and I, each with a school satchel shopping bag filled to the brim with all kinds of things thrown together anyhow. We got sympathetic looks from people on their way to work. You could see their faces, how sorry they were they couldn't offer us a lift. The gradually yellow star spoke for itself. Anne liked calling the hiding place the secret annex. Living in the secret annex besides for the Frank family was the Van Daan family and a man named Albert Dussel. Dussel's a dentist. He moved into the annex November 17, 1942. He shared a room with Anne. At first, Anne liked Dussel. She said, "Dussel's a very nice man, just as we had all imagined." Later on, Dussel started to annoy Anne. It started when Dussel asked her too much questions. In the diary, she said, "It is always said about Mr. Dussel that he could get along wonderfully with children and that he loved them all. Now he shows himself in his true colors, a stugly, old-fashioned disciplinarian and preacher of long, drawn-out sermons on manners." Margot is Anne Frank's sister. Margot got a letter in the mail saying she expected to go to a working camp. That's why they decided to go into hiding. Anne didn't know Margot that well. Yes, they were sisters, but she said in her diary, "Margot's and Mother's personalities are so alien to me. I understand my girlfriends better than my own mother. Isn't that a shame?" Peter arrived to the secret annex on July 13, 1942. When he arrived, she wrote this in her diary. Peter arrived, the Van Daan son, not 16 yet, a rather soft, shy, gawky youth, can't expect much from his company. Over time, Anne and Peter got to know each other. They both liked hanging out in the attic. It wasn't long until they started hiding feelings for one another. Anne Frank was a 14-year-old girl. She got a diary for her birthday. When her family decided to go into hiding, she took the diary with her. It described everyday life in the secret annex. Anne Frank talked about feeling lonely in her diary. Even though she loved her dad, she didn't feel like she could talk to him about her feelings. She turned and talked about her feelings in her diary. She looked at cats for affection. Anne saw that Peter was the same. They both suffered feeling lonely. Since they felt this way, they went to each other and shared their feelings. They ended up falling in love. Margot was jealous of Anne for finding someone to talk to. Margot, too, suffered a feeling loneliness and lack of friends in the annex.